Hello and welcome. This is CryptoChain with a new episode of Simple Cryptocurrency Reviews, and it's time for me to review a different type of coin. I normally review the Neo ecosystem coins, so for example any projects on the Neo blockchain and also the Ontology blockchain, but this time I want to do something different, and I'm looking at the top 100 coins on CoinMarketCap. And the first pick is Ripple XRP, which is the second one on CoinMarketCap in terms of market cap. So what is Ripple all about? So Ripple is built for enterprise use, and XRP offers banks and payment providers a reliable on-demand option to source liquidity for cross-border payments. So as we can see here on CoinMarketCap, the current price of XRP is currently trading at around 30 cents USD on average across all the different markets and all the different exchanges. Now the total supply does say is 99.9 billion, but we know that the max supply is 100 billion XRP, so that's a very high supply. However, that is expected considering the use case of this actual coin. Now the circulating supply is 40.9 billion, so again very huge, but we know why. The market cap is 12 billion. Okay, so that's quite a lot of money. That's actually 3.6 million Bitcoin. That's the current market cap valuation of XRP. Okay, so where can you get XRP? Again, this is not a sponsor review. This is not financial advice. I'm simply just following the same routine that I normally do when I review. And these are the different types of exchanges where this coin can be brought from. For example, you've got Bitbank, you've got ZB.com, you've got OKX, Binance, Upbit, BitHub, etc. All the big exchanges are on here as well, because this coin has been on for quite a long time now. Okay, let's look at Ripple's website. So it looks very stylish, as you can see by design. So XRP, the digital asset for payments, and as I was mentioning earlier, they are for the enterprise use case, and is normally banks that are going to be using XRP, right? So banks can source liquidity on demand in real time without having to pre-fund Nostro accounts. And of course, payment providers as well, they can also use XRP to expand reach into new markets, lower foreign exchange costs, and provide faster payment settlement. Okay, it's more for international transfers because this enables speed, right? We will be able to settle transactions rapidly, right? So that this is what they actually want to achieve. And here's a comparison as well, that payments do get settled within 4 seconds, right? As we can see here with XRP. And they're actually comparing it with Ethereum, which takes a bit more than 2 minutes, Bitcoin, which takes over an hour, and the traditional systems, which are between 3 and 5 days. Now again, these are referring to international transfers, because we know that with the SEPA transfers, for example, if you're in Europe and you want to transfer from one country in Europe to another, it actually takes less than one working day to make that transfer. So it's very fast. These are more about international transfers that they're talking about. Okay, so we know that they're scalable. So XRP is consistently handling 1,500 transactions per second 24/7 and can scale to handle the same throughput as Visa. Okay, so 50,000 transactions per second as of July 15, 2017. This is the last update that they've done on their website. So yes, basically a lot of people in the community, in the crypto community, are against XRP because they believe that they're too centralized, and they're, it's like supporting the banks, and people want to step away from the banks when it comes to cryptocurrency. But this is just a review to show you what XRP are actually doing, and the fact that they're actually using cryptocurrency to make faster transactions. Okay, so even Ripple are using blockchain, even the banks are considering using the blockchain, right? This is the important part. Okay, so they're open source technology built on the principles of blockchain with a growing set of validators. They're stable, so XRP's 5-year track record of stable technology and governance makes it ready for institutional and enterprise use. And they're established actually in 2012, so quite some time now. It's been 6 years, almost 7 years. Negligible energy consumptions, all ledgers closed without issue since inception, and dedicated teams of world-class engineers, so they do have a big team. So yeah, here they're just showing the price of the coin, and it shows you where you can get the coin, some of the XRP news as well. Okay, let's move on to talk about RippleNet. So RippleNet is supposed to be a global payments network, so it's an ecosystem which is supposed to be decentralized. Now, We don't know how decentralized they're really going to be, because everybody knows that Ripple are actually centralized. But they're saying that RippleNet is a decentralized ecosystem, right? And they're going to be using three major features. They've got the XVIA, which is to send payments, okay, in a really quick and efficient fashion, which is of course going to take 4 seconds as mentioned initially. Then they've got the Xcurrent functionality, which is what they're going to be using to process the payments in a decentralized fashion on the blockchain. And they've got XRapid, which is to source the liquidity, and that's where the XRP use case comes into play. So XRapid is what's going to be using the XRP coin to source the liquidity when these transfers are taking place. Okay, so this is the important part of these three features of RippleNet. And of course, they're talking about the benefits. So yeah, customers can easily leverage the most advanced blockchain technology in global payments today, on-demand liquidity in cross-border transactions, and operational consistency through a common framework, the RippleNet rulebook. So yeah, you've got access, speed, certainty, and cost. And some of the customers here that we can see, right? So they're TransferGo, Bexes, Currencies Direct, etc. These are people that are already using RippleNet. And actually, if we go here, we can see Santander, which is a really big bank, at least in Spain. They're actually in the UK as well. Standard Chartered, Credit Agricole, you've got American Express, MoneyGram, BBVA. So all these big banks are actually already using RippleNet. So yes, we're seeing more and more adoption of blockchain, even though people don't really like Ripple. It just shows you that banks are actually using this. They are on the blockchain at the moment. So yeah, let's see how things expand. Okay, let's move on and talk a little bit. Okay, so how to join RippleNet. So this is another feature here. This is another article in which they're discussing the differences between the standard access and the full access for banks or payment providers if they want to get on RippleNet. So these are the pros and cons here. And we've got the use cases as well for banks and payment providers. So together they're modernizing the global payments. So yeah, today the world sends more than $155 trillion across borders, yet the underlying infrastructure is dated and flawed. Ripple connects banks, payment providers, and digital asset exchanges via RippleNet to provide one frictionless experience to send money globally. So yeah, this is a cool diagram here which shows you how it all works. The banks and the payment providers, as mentioned earlier. And if we look at the insights, there are a lot of news about Ripple. Okay, they've been doing a lot of partnerships. They're basically very active in terms of their marketing, right? So even in this bear market, Ripple have the money to do great marketing, and this actually helps them succeed from that point of view, because a lot of people that invest in cryptocurrencies are doing so for the gains, for the money. Of course, there are people that believe in the technology, and that's totally understandable because the blockchain technology is the future. However, a lot of people are investing for the money, and they know that with Ripple they can actually make money because the marketing is just absolutely great. They're building a lot of partnerships. So yes, this just shows you, this is a good example of the active marketing we've been seeing all throughout 2018. While many projects died, unfortunately, that's how it is. Ripple do have the money and they've continued to market their product. Okay, so a little bit about the company. So Ripple provides one frictionless experience to send money globally using the power of blockchain. By joining Ripple's growing global network, financial institutions can process their customers' payments anywhere in the world instantly, reliably, and cost effectively. Banks and payment providers can use the digital asset XRP to further reduce their costs and access new markets. So they've got offices in San Francisco, New York, London, Sydney, India, Singapore, and Luxembourg. Ripple have more than 100 customers all around the world. And here we can see the leadership. So we've got Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO. Marcus Treacher is the SVP of Customer Success. Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz, etc., etc. So these are all the leaders here. And finally, I just want to talk about Ripple for Good. So we can see they've got a mission as well, basically to support charities. So we can see that they want to innovate and they want to educate people, right? And yeah, they've got, there's actually supporting the charity donorschoose.org to help public school classrooms in the US, giving students the tools and experiences they need for a great education. So yes, we are seeing that, and then we've got the University Blockchain Research Initiative. So University Blockchain Research Initiative supports teaching, research, and technological innovation in blockchain, cryptocurrency, and related fields at dozens of schools worldwide. So yes, these are sponsored by Ripple as well, and there are quite a lot of projects. So yeah, what is my impression of Ripple so far? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the pros are that they've got really great marketing, and this is really, really important, okay, especially for early investors. Then, to be honest, the disadvantage of Ripple, in my opinion, is the fact that they're centralized. I don't know how they're going to do it now, if they're really going to move to a decentralization, if it's really going to happen or not. But also the other disadvantage is that they can control the supply. Okay, so we've got 100 billion as the total supply, but if they can control the supply, they can actually increase it. So that's not really good if you want to, if people are invested in this project and they're hoping that, you know, the company is going to grow and the price is going to grow. I don't know, if they can control the supply, then they can manipulate the price as well. So I don't know. Let's see what updates come out, and let's keep an eye out to find out more information on how things progress. Okay, well, that's pretty much it from today's review. If you're new to my channel and you enjoy my content, please don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it because it would help me grow the channel. Also, please like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below if you have any sort of questions, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching once again.